here, my name is Alyssa. Today I've got a holiday themed video for you, and I'm going to be sharing 4 delicious vegan Easter recipes. So these recipes are perfect for the Easter holiday. They're also very spring inspired, and I hope you find them to be really delicious. We are making a sweet treat, we're making a baked oatmeal, and then the third recipe I also know you're really gonna like, and they are all linked down in the description box for you. So if you do wanna make any of these recipes, the recipes are up on the blog as always, and like I said, I've linked them down below for you. So before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe by clicking the red button that is right below this video. Just tap that button and that will subscribe you. Otherwise, let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, so we're gonna start with our carrot cake baked oatmeal, and we're gonna add 2 cups of rolled oats into a bowl, followed by 2 cups of boiling water. And you're just gonna let this sit for a good like 10-15 minutes. Make sure that you use thick rolled oats or just regular rolled oats. Do not use quick oats because they will not cook through all the way and it will be soggy. Once it's soaked, you can add in your pumpkin puree. You could also use applesauce or banana, as well as some maple syrup, a flax egg, and some almond milk. And then we will just stir that all together until it is combined and it's looking kind of soupy, I guess you could say. From there, finish off with the rest of the ingredients, which is protein powder, vegan protein powder, any variety, some shredded coconut, some grated carrots, chopped up pecans or walnuts, some chopped up dates, and some cinnamon. And then you are going to, again, use your spatula or spoon to fold that all together until the mixture is totally combined, everything is evenly incorporated, and it's gonna be like a big semi-globby consistency, but that's okay because it's gonna bake. Once everything is together, we are going to transfer this into a baking pan. I recommend using a 9x13 pan so that it's a little bit thinner and cooks more evenly, and just spread it over with your spatula or wooden spoon until you have a flat surface on top. And then I like to finish it off with just a sprinkle of grated carrots and chopped pecans, totally optional, but adds just a little nice decor, I guess, on the top. We'll then bake this at 375 degrees for between 55 to 60 minutes. It does take a while to bake through, but it's worth the wait, I promise. And when you pull it out of the oven, you do need to let this cool completely or it will be semi-soggy in the middle. Once it cools, it will be ready to be sliced up, and I just slice it into squares. I get about 12 squares out of mine, and we eat between 1 or 2 squares per serving, depending on how hungry we are. So just scoop it out of your pan, transfer it onto a plate, and you can get to your toppings. So I wanted to give it kind of like a quote-unquote icing. So what I did, and I've done this a million times before on the channel, is I just took coconut butter that I use in my matcha every single morning. I melted it in the microwave with just a touch of coconut oil, and it becomes the perfect white icing on top, and it is basically just like adding almond butter on top, but it looks like icing. So I drizzled that on top of the square, and then I finished it with some shredded carrot as well as some chopped up pecans. And that was it. It was so easy, so delicious. This was probably one of my favorite breakfasts that I've made in a while. We have been eating this nonstop for the last 3 days, and we both are in love with it. And I hope you guys give it a try. It meal preps really well. It keeps really well in the fridge. And like I said, it's delicious. For our savory recipe, we're gonna make a summer squash and zucchini salad. So we're gonna start with some olive oil in a pan. To that, you will add in some chopped up summer squash as well as some chopped up zucchini. And we're just gonna saute that until they soften a little bit. From there, you can add in some salt and pepper to season and give it another quick stir. And then we will add in our cooked quinoa. And I like to use white here, but you could use any variety that you want. Stir that together and basically just to warm up the quinoa because it's already cooked. Set that aside and we'll move on to the quote-unquote dressing. So the dressing is red pepper flakes, some fresh dill, some lemon zest, a little bit of lemon juice, and that's it. And basically all you need to do is just stir it all together. From there, you can transfer your warm zucchini salad into a bowl, add in those spices, stir it all together, and that's it. You can serve it warm, serve it cold. So easy and so good. And then last but not least, we are having a sweet treat. We are going to make my no-bake bird's nest cookies. We're gonna start with some chocolate chips in a bowl, and you can just melt those in your microwave. Once they're melted, you can add in a spoonful of coconut butter. and then stir that together until it melts. The coconut butter melts when it's in something warm, and since the chocolate is warm, it melts really evenly, and it's gonna help it solidify in the freezer. Once it is completely smooth, you can add in your quinoa crispies as well as your slivered almonds, and you will stir that together until it's combined. Quinoa crispies, you can either make at home using cooked quinoa, or you can buy them online. I will link both down below for you. I have a tutorial on the blog for how to make them at home. And we use the slivered almonds because they kind of look like little twigs when they're covered in chocolate. So once you have everything covered in chocolate, this is what it's gonna look like. What we're gonna do is transfer them onto a parchment-lined baking sheet. So just use a little cookie scoop, scoop the quote-unquote dough onto the cookie sheet, and then use your hands to form them into like little nests. So basically you just stick your finger or thumb in the middle and like swirl it around to create a little cavity in the center, and that will act or serve as our nest. And then the final step is to pop them in the freezer until they are solidified. It takes about 20, maybe 30-ish minutes. And once you are ready to serve them, you will take them out of the freezer, and we are gonna top them with our quote-unquote eggs, which are jelly beans. So you can use any kind of jelly beans. I didn't have the all-natural kind because #quarantine, but I was able to get jelly beans from the grocery store. So I used regular jelly beans, but I will link the ones that I like down below for you. And that is pretty much it. These are such a fun little Easter treat. They are super easy to make, as you can see, delicious, no bake, chocolatey. And you do actually need to keep these in the freezer in order for them to stay solid, or fridge. The fridge will work too. But they are super kid-friendly and just really cute and fun. And there you have it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed today's Easter-themed video. If you do have any questions for the recipes, just drop them down in the comments. And if you end up making one of them, I would love for you to pop on over to the blog post and give it a star rating. That just helps more people find our recipes. And as always, like I said, I've linked them in the description box for you, so you can find those links right down below. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. And like I said in the beginning, if you are not yet already part of this awesome community here on YouTube and you want to join our little family, you can subscribe by clicking the red button that is right below this video. It says subscribe, and all you got to do is click that. And if you enjoy these videos, then don't forget to turn on your notifications by clicking that bell. That will make sure that you never miss another video. Otherwise, I hope you have a very happy day. Happy Easter if you celebrate it. Happy spring if you don't. Happy spring just in general. And I hope you all stay healthy and safe out there. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.